Happy Friday. It's that time again. Sherry Hayes-Peirce coming to you live from my office today, where all the magic happens. And I'm here to share with you 6 tips for ways that you can share our faith through social media for the week ahead. So let's get started. Tip number 1. So this coming Sunday is a big Sunday for a lot of parishes because I know it's First Communion or Confirmation. But next Sunday is the really big one, and that is Pentecost Sunday. So my first tip is going to be on Pentecost Sunday. My second tip is going to be on Pentecost Sunday, and my third. So let's start with the first. Wear red. So I've got red on just to indicate how cool it is for us to celebrate fully this very colorful Mass. So be sure to create posts on all of your social media encouraging people to wear red on Pentecost Sunday. That's number 1. All right, number 2 is going to remain on the theme of Pentecost. We want to share what the gospel is going to be talking about on Pentecost Sunday, and that is being a missionary disciple. And that means we want to encourage people to share their faith with people. Now, I know it's not in our culture that we will, go out and tell people, oh, you need to be saved and that kind of thing. But there are ways that you can share your faith through your social media. So encourage people to do that. All right, number 3. Hey there, all the people that are watching. Be sure to leave me a comment so I can speak to you by your name. The third one is really, really fun, and that is create opportunities for people to celebrate with food. So share a recipe for a Pentecost cake or Pentecost cupcakes. This way, people can not only use the recipe, but then you can encourage them to share pictures or video of their creations. So the first 3, all about Pentecost. So now let's move on to number 4. Number 4 is important because the entire week next week is really dedicated to the people who protect and serve our country. So the entire week next week is dedicated to police awareness. And in our current climate, our police really need our prayers. So if you can create cool posts about your local area police departments and maybe even share a message from the police chief or a picture of the police in your area and ask for prayer, that would be a cool thing to share. Another observance is on the 19th, and that's Armed Services Day. So that's for our military, and they protect and serve us. So think of ways that you can locally share or ask for prayer for the people in your area to really spotlight the police and the armed services in your area. All right, number 5. Number 5 is the saints. I'm always saying it's so important for you to share the saints. So the saints for the week ahead are Mathias on Monday, which is the 14th. That's a patron saint of alcoholics. So if you have a ministry at your parish that speaks to that, then consult them and find ways to share or call for prayer for people who are suffering from that. Saint Isidore. That's on Tuesday, and that's the patron saint for those who labor. Typically farmers, but I think all people who labor need prayer. And then last, on Friday the 18th, is St. John the First. All right, now we're going to get to number 6, and I dropped my card, so excuse me. I'm back. Live TV. All right, there is a movie coming out on May 18th. And the title is Pope Francis, a Man of His Word. The movie. And so that movie is going to come to a local theater near you. So if you just Google Pope Francis, a Man of His Word, There will be trailers that will pop up, links to the production company so that you can find a theater in your area so you can see this wonderful film. Well, those are my 6 tips. I hope that my tips help you to do social media right in your parish or diocese. And be sure to visit churchsocialtips.com, my website, or just tune in every Friday to my Church Social Facebook page for ideas and tips. And during the week, I also share things. So you will see some links for the 6 tips that I talked about. After this is over, I do some post-production. Look forward to seeing you next week. And for all of you who are watching who are mothers, happy Mother's Day. Bye. See you next week.